Ross, I'm really sorry I wasn't recording.
Again you do this to me, again you do this.
And the earth is screaming.
Following the success, let's say, of the previous couple of series of vlogs that I did on this channel, I found out that we've done more stuff, and I've done more stuff with Ross.
Rettice.
Are we referring to you as Rettice or Ross?
Let's go with Rett, Rettice, Rettock. It's all good.
It's interchangeable, as you will see later on in this video. I interchange his nickname depending on how drunk I am, I think. But anyway, welcome to episode 1.
We decided to call this the Redux and Rett. Reprehensible, Rumapalooza, Redux.
So I'll put some subtitles up for that. As
Yeah,
I had
you
to.
just need them. Wow.
We're drinking porters, which are dark and strong.
Terry Crews is beer.
Your delivery gets better and better with each rehearsal, doesn't it? Just like, oh my god.
No, but seriously, the logic was that I was saying how dark and strong beer is the best, like the Terry Crews of the booze world.
It's a diminishing return with Rettice, Ross, Rat, where he said it the first time when we were downstairs.
I say it perfectly, and then when I'm rehearsing and I'm on camera and there's pressure, it all crumbles like a fat bag of melting pies.
So anyway,
Yeah.
as you will see with this episode 1, what were we doing here? Like, what was the concept? Before we start any of the content,
So-
what were we thinking?
We never think. So that's an easy fucking question to answer, isn't it? Fucking hell. I'll tell the folks when it took place. It took place over 5 years ago, shortly before Christmas 2016. Back in the flat where we both used to live. You were still living there, I recently moved out. We were just sitting on a sofa, getting drunk and talking nonsense for, 6 hours?
Yeah.
It's really a study in how drunk two humans can get. We've been recording since, 8? It's been a while.
We've changed so much, haven't we? Like,
Oh yeah, now we're doing such more highbrow things, like we're sitting on a sofa, we're drinking beer and we're talking complete shit. Things have changed measurably over the past 5.5 years.
it's kind of nice because the world has changed so much, but we are the constant level of idiocy that people would have expected from a few years ago.
Glug and talk rubbish, it's the one constant plan.
We're back live. This is Raging Redux being complete fucking moron in the most purest sense. Can't even fucking put socks on this point. See that? Case in point. My fucking face and duration.
I always wanted to do this. This is before I heard of Twitch and YouTube Live, where people live stream stuff, and I did not have the equipment to do that. And I was just like, Rettice, we talk a lot of shit. You were like, well, I can't really do it to camera when I know that I have to say jokes, as you've just seen with the Terry Crews thing.
Yeah,
It's like,
go for the more natural approach, just
And
leave it recording.
Yeah.
After a short while you just kind of forget it's there almost.
If you were forced to have like hot Lego poured into your anus, or have to watch an entire season of King and Queen with no breaks, what would you do?
Lego.
A lot hot
Goddamn
Lego in
gusto.
that anus.
I'd do a headstand with absolute gusto and enthusiasm to wait for that hot Lego pouring into that hole.
For better or worse, it's very natural.
Like, I managed to edit down 5.5 hours to 30 or nearly 40 minutes.
How long did that take you?
It took me
Longer than 5.5 hours?
The thing is, how I edit, this is a peek behind the curtain, ladies and jelly spoons. I go through it and I cut it for content, and then I go back through it again and I add what I call the sillies, which is like little visual quirks, and subtitles.
That's exactly the choice. Yes, it is. They weren't even ashamed.
It was a double-pronged attack with the whole thing. The camera I was using had terrible microphone capabilities because it was designed to be dunked underwater as that kind of camera. And also, Ross decided to sit like this for a lot of it.
like most of the 6 hours, it was inexplicably set like this. I guess I found it comfortable.
I sit. I can't help my knee existing. Can I help it? No. You're getting angry and the audience is yet to exist.
So we've watched it recently.
Good grief, I have to edit this.
It's slightly differently to how I did the other ones, where we talked about it and then we showed you the whole thing, because I really don't think that this video can be 50 minutes long. Let's talk about what were your highlights from what we just watched.
Just the bits where it gets completely incomprehensible.
What's about the word for the word thing? Do we really
I just typed in the because I was saying the word the so
I'm still wet. Just Jack Daniels, you fucking cock chindom. Spelled urine. Anyway, I sipped into the channel over and expelled an unruly pupil in this school. Why? He belonged to me. Ross knows what to do. Ross obeys fully. Ross knows how. What's that? Ross, I never understand the enough. So that's a joke that is me. I hope that's clear.
Entirely unclear.
You can see us laughing, but us watching it just now, we're not completely sure what we're laughing at. But that doesn't make it any less funny. We have a vague idea.
Also, the other concept to it was we listened to loads of songs on YouTube. Quite often we found that the album covers would be really amusing and we'll be commenting on them. I didn't really know half of the stuff that we were talking about for context, so it was just some of it is
There
just...
were quite a lot of funny parts sort of bouncing off that subject, like...
This! How is that interesting to look at? You already know what it's fucking called, you cunt!
Yeah, but you didn't know the serial number.
Oh, well. Oh, now that I know that. Now that I know that. Oh, that's changed my entire fucking outlook on fucking life, that has. No, fucking serial fucking number! What the hell This is a really boring picture of mostly wood and a serial number. Oh, spiffing. Horse is wearing a wheel. Why?
No, that's a shield, you dickhead.
Why is horse holding a shield for him? Can't hold it himself.
Look at that fucking disgustingly crude album cover.
Because of action. It's the soundtrack to Diarrhea and Vomit, pretty much. Disgusting album. What is it? Are they even beasting up skeletons? I mean, come on. You cunt placing a skull or something.
The first Elling Hill looks like someone sneezing and a bit of snot coming out their mouth.
It really does.
It takes
Why
a-
do we say 8 years? Like an album called Autumn. It's a freaking lie.
I was 12 when I recorded this, I'm now 20. What the hell's going on?
Lift your nutcase, Georg.
That's the wrong album art, fair enough.
There's an angel doing a squatty poo.
Yeah, there's teabagging someone.
Angel doing a squatty poo from a Vader album cover. The black metal stuff about...
I bet you recorded this in a cave in winter in a forest in Finland, in the middle of nowhere, with a big crow stuck up his pants. No, cheer up, for fuck's sake, come on. I bake bread for a living, I'm so happy now. I make bread. I guarantee that's what he's doing right now. He's making a family a sandwich. He's doing show tune stuff right now.
The black metal jazz hands.
Blow, blow, blow. Hey!
And then just like,
El Satan! This is wow!
And also, crack pikes.
you've got a fish that's administering crack into your eye, hanging there flopping around.
I think it was a result of me saying something wrong and then us running with it and then...
The point with crack pipes is they're for the discerning and paying customers. You can't just give them the slug. That's not...
I think the crack pipe itself has a say in what it does with its own life.
Yeah, but if you're at the point where you're filling yourself with narcotics and letting other people get stabbed by you in order to get high, I think you've kind of negated that slightly. I think your life has hit such a low point where you think that doesn't matter.
I'm just saying, just let the slugs in the fun once in a while.
I wasn't dissing the slugs. You were on about the fucking crack pikes. So I'm just saying, like, the crack pikes, maybe there should be a union or something. They should think about what they're doing.
There should be a head pike who controls these things and like sets the meetings and like have a meeting like once a week, like Wednesdays at 4:30 and whatnot, and decide really what to do from this point forwards, like their lives and their careers.
Well, they just use social media. They give everyone like the shittiest smartphone.
Social media. You get trolls and like fake accounts.
No.
It really
You
works
get
that well.
like a WhatsApp group, right? That's closed, right? And you tell people you have
Yeah,
a
but-
meeting through that.
How are phones going to work underwater? I mean, I know they're waterproof, but there's a certain limit to what phones can do
I think you can
underwater.
get cases that are waterproof now.
How can you get that sort of sense underwater?
Well, water doesn't really block signal, does it? Depends how far underwater. Pike are.
Why are they going to charge their phones?
They use the water.
Use the water.
Yes, they use the water to charge.
Charge their phones.
If crack is coming out of their things, right? Surely we can imagine a reality where water charges phones.
But crack pipes are real. It's a real obvious thing that's referenced in daily life. But the same fish charging their phones underwater. Yeah, you're going some.
I guess it's a bit of a logical leap, isn't it? Let's be fair.
It is a bit.
Yeah, there's a nice little intermission halfway through where we leave the flat, we take you with us, and I'll go up to Tesco where I very professionally record the entire thing.
Can you hold this?
Oh, the pressure's mounting. Are you even pointing at my face? Oops, watch your face. I think the audience know what Tesco might be.
No, they don't. What if they're watching it in like Ghana or something?
Wait, eat Zloty is good. Eat it, seriously. You knew what you were getting into when you asked my favour of camera holding. Wow.
Mosey on back. It was like non-plus that we were filming.
He didn't seem best pleased.
You wasn't like, whoa, I just heard the F word.
You were like the Stanley Kubrick of
Idiocy.
brain damaged idiots. Not that you were brain damaged, but you were impaired because we had been drinking for a couple of hours at that point. We didn't start off light. We didn't start with beers. We were drinking what, like
Jacques Daniels! Jacques Daniels! Do you want it in the fun glasses? Yeah! Happy Fire Fizzy Glug Juice.
Ross's vagina likes it a lot, juice.
I'd say cheers to the Christmas of this year. This is the drunkest vlog I've ever made, and it's by far the longest.
and went to get more whiskey.
Yeah.
That was the whole point of going to Tesco, I think.
Is it whiskey? I can't remember what we bought. I didn't even see what we bought.
Jack Daniel's Tennessee Fire. It's mentioned several times. A bit that I take it off the tripod again and then give it to you while I go for a piss.
Yeah.
You-
So I launch into the story of how we met.
You've got control now, bro.
It's still recording, but Reg needs a wee. I'll tell you the thrilling story of how me and Reg met if I can possibly start to remember what even fucking happened.
I take a detour literally immediately.
Well, you see, one day, right, a pair of pigeons flew over across the Isle of Man, and Donald Trump, in his pre-president days, decided, wait a minute, alligators cost far too much. I've got to go to war with the Chinese and their fucking global warming hoax nonsense. India's curry was exported to Florida in an attempt to keep Florida above water, because global warming is going to, eventually Florida will be below sea levels and everyone in Florida will drown. But the idea was that the curry that India exported to Florida would soak up all the water. So I met Reg in Wittersham.
The great thing is that you were very close to being shit-faced at that point, and you just went,
I don't know where the fuck Florida and curry comes into it, because that's a complete non sequitur.
and you said it so not slurredly and perfectly. It was
Yeah,
like somebody
weird,
else.
right? 'Cause I was quite late during the night too. I was a lot more nonsensical before that. I think because I was the only one there, I felt a sense of duty to make it maybe somewhat understandable.
Okay, the best thing about that is, which is also the worst thing, he didn't have the camera facing towards him, but the microphone I think is
Yeah.
on the back anyway, so you could hear him really clearly, which is
I
nice.
think that was on purpose.
And it's all still quite intact. As you can see, the tree is up. There's a lot of nice pictures and tinsel and furniture. So
My
Slowly,
finger
just
stuff
like-
the entire
it's
time.
Just like, it's just like, just like it's from the entire fucking video, and you're like, look at the flat now, and it's just his finger just like blobbed on there.
Oh, it was a cum stain.
it's a good tapestry.
There's no cum stains on it.
I've been talking the entire time about complete nonsense.
I'm not sure what I was looking at or what I thought I saw.
I think that sometimes you just go on comedy autopilot and you just say the first thing that comes into your head, which is the whole point of this whole thing
Yeah.
was us doing a thing where we're just like, this is the comedy of life. And at one point, like, we've got that brain thing.
You're getting it right the first time. I'm connected to a little guide you.
The mind thing that we have. Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa.
What just happened?
Where we say something at the same time, but we
Yeah.
were absolutely completely cunted at the time, and we just both went,
What for? I am very shit-faced.
no context whatsoever. I really enjoyed doing that, but the reason why I put it off editing it for so long is the terrible audio and the fact that I knew that I had a mammoth task ahead of me trying to decipher
It
it.
is pretty. You have to put on subtitles for like every other sentence that we
Yeah,
say.
yeah, it is.
I bit my teeth. Ow. Bit your teeth. Sheep. Oh.
Yeah, I've done it like 3 times today.
Yeah.
All that stuff, dude. Drank a lot of stuff. Stuff.
I seem to have quite a low voice, and that doesn't always carry well in that sort of low quality
when you've
audio.
got the bottle here
And the
then
bottle
you've got your
here,
knee
and my
over
knee,
here,
like I'm trying to fucking hide from something.
just doing this all the time.
My left leg's got to go somewhere. Where else can it go? I'm not a camel. How can I do that for the rest of the fucking night?
Camels don't do that.
Exactly, nor do I. I'll hear it one.
I can't defy that logic.
Well, it didn't help that I didn't have the camera right in front of us like this because we were trying to watch the telly, so I had it off to the left.
It was nearer me, and yet I was still harder to hear.
Yeah!
Sam! Legal action! What the fuck even is this? What are we watching? What?
Assholes.
We would like to do that again at some point, but with better equipment. Hopefully the audio is better there because we've got a microphone literally above Ross's head, so hopefully it actually picks it up this time.
Question being where and when. Oh, that was a Christmas time one.
Yeah.
The next one should be a spring/summertime one,
Possibly.
which is upcoming.
Yes.
So it could barbecue.
Yeah, we
Barbecue, booze, gum flap, record nonsense.
Terrible.
I had a similar idea once where we'd go out on a night out, leave a recording device in one of our back pockets and just leave it and forget it's there.
I've done it several times in my life, but it's not really been that interesting. Because it's just been me. But if we both did it individually, I'm not sure how that would work when we tried to smush them together. So you're now seeing a brainstorm.
We need to be in the same, we need to be near each other the whole time.
Yeah. Well, the amount of random
Giggity.
the random shit that we get up to on any given night out is just crazy. We haven't got out in a while now. Much like the video that we've been showing you bits of, this has now gone slightly off the rails, hasn't it? So, we do have more projects that we haven't showed you yet.
Oh yeah.
No spoilers.
It involves not a video.
There's one that doesn't involve a video, and another one that does involve a video that just didn't go very well. But this is why it's part of this series. So, if you enjoyed this, tune in next time.
Smash the like and subscribe button and give us free money for doing stuff that we enjoy.
I don't know how to end that other than that. We could just do some HSR, I guess that's what people were interested in.
HSR?
Yeah.
What do you mean by... Oh!
If you upload this, you can get locked up.
If you really want to watch the whole thing, if you've got something wrong with your brain, you can find the whole thing over on this other channel that I have done, which I put videos sometimes. The link is in the description, and if I manage to get the link working on the actual video, I'm sorry. Please don't be too upset.